There you go.
Right now, California's coastline is under extreme stress, not from one single disaster, but from a dangerous chain reaction unfolding along the Pacific edge. Cliffs are cracking, waves are striking with abnormal force, and the ground beneath coastal roads is no longer stable. Scientists warn this is not just erosion anymore. This is a coastal emergency.
That's a big one.
And one sudden collapse could change everything in seconds. Along California's coast, the land is quietly giving way. From northern cliffs to southern bluffs, months of relentless storms, high surf, and saturated soil have pushed the coastline to a breaking point. Entire sections of cliffs are fractured from top to base, with visible cracks slicing dangerously close to homes, highways, and coastal infrastructure. What once looked solid is now hollowed, weakened, and unstable. The Pacific Ocean has not been calm. Repeated storm systems and powerful swell patterns have delivered wave after wave directly into the base of coastal bluffs. Each impact removes more support from below, undercutting cliffs that were never designed to withstand this level of constant force. In many areas, waves are rebounding upward, sending spray and debris onto roads and walkways, forcing closures and emergency assessments. This is not slow, natural erosion anymore. It is accelerated failure. High tides and storm surge have made conditions even worse. During king tide events, seawater has flooded coastal access roads, parking areas, and low-lying neighborhoods. Drainage systems are overwhelmed, and water lingers longer than expected, soaking soil that holds cliffs together.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Once that soil becomes heavy and unstable, gravity does the rest. And then came the shaking. A moderate earthquake recently struck Southern California, not powerful enough to flatten cities, but dangerously shallow. Scientists immediately turned their attention to the coast, because when cliffs are already fractured, even small ground movement can be the final trigger. The quake acted like a stress test, and in several locations the coastline failed. Small collapses followed, rock falls, soil slumps, sections of bluffs sliding toward the ocean. These are warning signs. The greatest danger is not the earthquake itself. It's what happens after. Geologists warn that a large cliff collapse into the ocean could displace massive volumes of water instantly. This type of event does not require a massive offshore earthquake. A sudden landslide plunging into the sea can generate localized tsunami-like surges. Fast, violent waves that strike nearby shorelines within minutes. There would be little to no warning. Unlike traditional tsunamis, these waves may not trigger national alert systems. Beaches, harbors, and coastal roads could be hit before people realize what's happening. That's why authorities are monitoring unstable zones closely and urging the public to stay away from cliff edges, even if the ocean appears calm. Because calm is deceptive. Satellite data and ground sensors show ongoing deformation along parts of the coast. Roads near cliffs are showing visible sagging. Guardrails tilt toward the sea. In some communities, residents have been evacuated as a precaution, while engineers assess whether homes are still safe to occupy. Emergency crews are racing against time. Temporary barriers, road closures, and restricted zones are being enforced to keep people out of danger. But the reality is harsh. You cannot reinforce an entire coastline overnight. And the pressure continues. The Pacific does not pause. Waves keep arriving. Aftershocks remain possible. Rainfall continues to saturate already unstable ground. Each factor alone is manageable. Together, they form a compound coastal emergency. This is the new risk California faces. Not one dramatic disaster, but a sequence of forces stacking on top of each other until failure becomes inevitable. Scientists say the question is no longer if parts of the coastline will collapse, but when, and how sudden it will be. For coastal communities, minutes matter. A single collapse could send debris into the sea, waves rushing back toward shore, and chaos unfolding faster than emergency systems can react. That's why officials urge vigilance, distance from cliffs, and immediate reporting of new cracks or ground movement. California's coast has always been powerful, but now it is fragile. What we are witnessing is not just damage, it's transformation. The coastline is reshaping itself under extreme stress, and the process is accelerating, still unfolding. The cliffs are standing, for now. The ocean is watching, and the next collapse could happen without sound or warning. If you want real, reality-based updates on coastal threats, earthquakes, and extreme weather as they happen, stay connected. Subscribe, because along this coast, the most dangerous moment is the one you don't see coming.